Welcome to our practical session. Today we are going to navigate to our terminal and execute the following command: packet tracer option P, for us to open the packet tracer networking emulator. After that, we are going to set up our topology, whereby we start with our router. Our router that we are going to use is this one called 1941. For this case, we name it central router. Next thing that we are going to do is assemble all the switches. We'll use 2960 switches. We are going to come up with a network setup of an institution, something like a learning institution. For this instance, we can take it to be a university, whereby we will assemble all the end devices based on department. For this case, we'll assemble a server, desktop, two desktop. We'll assume this to be our ICT department. The next thing that we are going to do is come up with another department, whereby we will drag and drop all the end devices, which include a printer, a desktop, IP phone, voice over IP phone. We are going to assemble all these end devices. Then next, we go to this department. We drag the PC, two PCs. We add another one, that is IP, that is printer and IP phone. I'm going to drag this closer so that the setup would look nice. So the next thing that we are going to do is cabling. We do cabling on all the ports. So our cabling will be done on port, first Ethernet port to the port on the switch. Next thing, we do the same thing on the server. Then on the IP phone, we do the same thing. We go to this department, we do the same cabling process. For this case, we will just be dragging and dropping, but in real world situation, you need to terminate your cable using RJ45 header with the straight through cable or Ethernet cable. So we do cabling on this, drag and drop. You just drag and drop. I think I made a mistake here. I connected two PCs, of which we'll do correction, so there is no worry for that case. We do the same thing on this. Sorry, the same thing. You try to drag it a bit so that it could look nice. Let me try to do this correction before we move ahead. Let me try to drag this, connect it to the switch, do the same thing on this PC to this switch. Next, we do the same cabling on this other, from the switch to the central server, the central router. I mean, the same thing to the switch on the ICT department. Try to connect the PC1 with switch with the switch. Same thing, we do it on the switch to PC1. The same thing on switch this to PC1, and then finally we connect our switch to the printer. That is wired connection. That we connect the switch to the central router. But meanwhile, we have to upgrade. We do something on upgrade, like we add additional ports on this switch, on this router. So first you need to switch it off, then drag these ports here, then you switch it on, you close, you do the cabling on gigabit Ethernet port to first Ethernet port. Same thing on this port to this port. Yes, we are done with the cabling. So what you need to do next is a name or identify the devices based on the departments. Now we name this, we do this on various department. We try to separate all these departments. Do the same thing on this department. I liked it to show it that it's a different department. The same thing on this. Now we are done with that. The next thing that we are going to do is we label it to, we try to name all these departments. So the first thing, let me try to make it look nice by bring it inside this box. Try to move it here. Yes, I think it's okay now. So the next thing that we are going to do, let me drag this down, this one down, the same thing, even this one, make it look nice. You drag it there. Yes. So the next thing that I'll try to do is label each department. So I'll label this finance department. This one I'll name it ICT department. The same thing on this. I'll name this administration department. And finally this, I name it academic department. This one I name it academic academic department. Let me try to disable this note and try to disable it so that I can drag it and move it to the right position. Now I drag this, and I do the same thing on this one. Yes, then I correct this. I think I mistyped it. It's now okay. The same thing on ICT department. The same thing here. Now we are done with our labeling. So the next thing that we are going to do is name all the end devices. We provide names for all these end devices. We name this central server.